Hello, everyone. Greetings to you wherever you are, depending on your time. God bless you. May God bless all your good endeavors. May God bless everything that has to do with you. Yes, we have a trending issue. But I want to say this. When it comes to issue of a husband and wife, one needs to be careful. Because I always see it as a deep ocean. And if you are not married, sorry to say this, you are not allowed to go deeper into this. We need to talk out of experiences. Now, let's be serious. I want to say a few things concerning the marriage saga of Mr. Yul Edochie. I want to say a few things because why you see this thing trending on social media, it has become the talk of the town now. It's because people least expected from Yul Edochie what they have heard or what they have seen. There's a kind of person it will be, most people will not bother. It's expected of him. But Yul Edochie is a guy that most people are looking up to. Some young guys. So we see him from the movie aspect of him as a calm guy, an easy-going person. And recently, everything about his family, we have not heard any issue. So why sudden explosion of marital crisis or second wife issue? So let's be careful the way we go into this. I was asking myself, is this a prank? Because people can go to any length now, in doing different kinds of prank. Is this a prank? But things are still unfolding. Things are still unfolding. So I want to say this. Please, responsible men in the society, we must learn how to protect good women. Let's remember the issue of late Sister Osinachi has not died completely. It's still in the pipeline. And this April, I don't know what this April is up to. Let it pass. So let's know whether we can have some good news in the coming months. So, issue of second wife, I take a closer look at this boy. Yul Edochie claimed as his son, or called his son. He is not a newborn baby. In other words, something was concealed, something was hidden against the knowledge of his first wife. Then how could this be? I believe responsibility grows with maturity. With the reputation his father has in Nigeria and the movie industry, among the Igbo elders, the Igbo extraction, most of them are partaking in that respect. The honor his father has, most of his children, once you mention the son of Peter Edochie, at least some doors will be opened. I heard an interview granted him last year. There were some contradicting statements the father also made. So people are now confused, asking which side is he standing? Is he in support of his son? Can Peter Edochie deny the knowledge of this? This boy is a boy of 6 months above. We didn't hear anything. So we must learn how to defend our women, especially the good ones. Because we can't keep on talking and they're talking. Some people will talk and they add a lot of things, so let it explode. If Yul Edochie had made a mistake and impregnated a lady, and the lady now is forcing him to marry her by enticement, is an impending danger to his life. Because marriage shouldn't be by enticement. It must be by love. Genuine one indeed. Some women can go to any length to get what they want. Some women, and I've said this severally in my previous production, that what killed Samson will never spare any man. Take it again. What killed Samson will never spare any man. So women can just set themselves as traps just to get a man of affluence. You know, he's a popular guy in Hollywood, you know, going into politics and his political ambition, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not accusing anybody. If it is a planned deal between Yul Edochie and the second wife, where he got it wrong, if I am to judge, is without getting the consent of his first wife. But I was asking myself again, what could be the reason? What prompted Yul Edochie to marry second wife? Your first wife gave you 3 sons, and the beautiful daughter you have paraded on social media severally. I can see war being planted. Because the person who will suffer this, a man who marries 3 wives or 4 wives and have, you know, many children, is a father of everybody and a father of nobody. I tell you, is a father of everybody and a father of nobody. I would like to hear the voice of his daughter that he loves so much. Let them express their feelings as well. What of his sons? They will go in defense for their mom. So I did not expect this. You are a good guy, at least that has given credit to the Igbo race. And you, on social media, Twitter, you always speak your mind. You stand on the path of the truth. I have read most of your tweets, most of your comments, most of your quotes. You're always on the front line to defend the truth. So, but why this? If this is true, that what actually happened is true, that your wife did not know that you have paid a bride price, the news just exploded and she heard it just like every other person. My dear, you have degraded this woman. You have reduced this woman to nothingness. So we are talking about the death of Osinachi, late Osinachi. Such a thing can cause heartbreak, emotional trauma. So let's not learn how to protect the good women in our society so that we can differentiate between the good and the bad. So those who are not wife material, those who are not virtue women, can learn from the benefits the virtue women get. If you ask me, after God, the next person you must confide in is your life partner. I'm talking both men and women. After God, and I've said this severally, that the Supreme Court of husband and wife is their bedroom. If you have the hunger, maybe to be a polygamist, I would like you to watch yesterday's. I would like you to take our forefathers, because most of them that married 3, 4 wives planted seed of discord. There were rancor in many families. There were so many families were in daggers drawn. Some are still battling it today. The ancestral mistakes. And these days, most guys are now somersaulting back to the things of the ancient days. You know, idol worshipping, you know, marrying 2 or 3 wives. I have nothing against it. But if you're a Christian, it's against your faith. If you're a traditionalist, if you can handle it, no problem. But I know that 1 wife is difficult to manage. Even Solomon that married 300, 700 concubines and 1,000 women finally said vanity upon vanity, all is vanity. Let me say this. Any man who cannot manage 1 wife cannot manage 2. Whatever you have seen in the first wife that made you to throw away the love you had earlier, you will also see the weakness and the unconquered areas in the second wife. And you will keep on marrying, because no woman is an angel. No man is an angel. We are just working towards perfection. So if things people are saying about the wife of the first wife of is true, she doesn't deserve this. If that woman is good and she has appeared separately with her husband, identified with her husband in most places, she's lively. Most of the videos, most of the clips I have watched, she's lively. She's beautiful and had 4 wonderful kids. And she's doing business, an entrepreneur. So I don't know. Human beings are insatiable. So if Mr. Yul Edochie feels like I want to get as many wives as possible, if you can carry it, if you have the capacity and the capability, no problem. But the question is this: you betrayed your wife. If this is true, that is my stand. You betrayed this woman. She doesn't deserve this. It will develop deep hatred even in your children. Women can plan coup in the family. Even when a man has not done anything like this, they can plan coup. Cool the mind of the children. They will hate their father unnecessarily. Talk more of something like this that came out and very obvious. Even the blind, they can see it. I have said it. Women can go to any length to get what they want. That's why I said what killed Samson will never spare any man. We need to learn from this. As things are unfolding, we have not gotten the depths of the story, whether there were internal crises, we have not gotten. It's just scratching the surface of the matter. And I want to ask, what is the problem with this generation? I have made my observations, I've made my research, I've gone to tribunal, marriage tribunal offices, both the religious and the secular. I discovered something. 90% or 95% of the marriages that are broken and those that are the brink of collapsing, most of the youths, the ladies and the men, their parents are living together. Go and check what I'm saying. So where did we go wrong? Most of the marriages that are broken today, both those that got their own via prophecy, that this man is from God, this marriage is from God, problems in marriage are inevitable. The only wisdom we need to ask God, whenever there is misunderstanding, let there be understanding. Somebody has to pay the price. Somebody must pay the price. It must not be separation, divorce, separation. No, it shouldn't continue. Most of our fathers and our mothers, they lived till they aged. So what is wrong with us? Why do we bring issues where there are no issues? Things that are unnecessary. Most of our parents are living together. Are we learning this from the movie, or is it a Western culture? Some are very proud of being single mothers, no problem. Some came by accident. Some intentionally planned, let us part ways. I don't want to be under a man. Some men lack the responsibility of taking care of wives and kids. And he's bold enough, in shameless boldness. You have side chick. Now the woman wants to revenge. Now she gets a side cock. How can we train the kids? What is the moral background we shall stand on to train our kids? So, my own stand is that all these things that we have heard, if they are true, then, my brother, you did not get it right. I have said it, responsibility grows with maturity. We expect something better than this. We expect something, a reputable character. We expect it to portray a character that people can emulate. And remember, the law of nature still exists. If you betray somebody, you will see the end. If you people have married the second wife and you have married by deceit, deceiving the first wife, you now keep it a secret. If you people have such crooked mind to break the heart of this woman, the first wife of yours, definitely both of you will still clash. Both of you will clash. Because there are so many secrets the second wife will still keep against you. There are so many secrets you will still keep against. There is sincerity helps to achieve a lot in marriage. Transparent honesty. Sincerity. That's why I said, after God, the next person you will confide in, you will trust is your life partner. After God. And remember, the supreme court of husband and wife is their bedroom. Those people can settle issues. I have heard some men who were saying that Yul took a bold step, that is better instead of cheating, instead of going around, doing it in secret, you come out boldly. Let's not play with delicate issues. Some say that they can do the same thing, that they will do the same thing. Why are they dying in silence? So take it easy. If you can't manage one, you cannot manage two. The weakness in women are natural. I could remember in those days, some elders were saying, if you want to marry a woman, go and, take care of dogs, go and take care of pigs, and so on and so forth. They had their reasons, because they are bound to provoke you. There are things that will make you, so for you to endure. I know very well that the father of your Yul Edochie married only one woman. That's why I ask, go and check broken homes today. I'm not supporting abuse like what happened to us in that. No, I always take my stand. I don't support that, but we didn't hear that in this case. If I were in the shoes of you and I want to marry a second wife, I will let my wife know to clear my conscience. My dear, I want to get a second wife. See my reasons. Then if she doesn't get it, that's why I said we have not gotten the depth of this story. The wife just expressed her sadness. By God will judge both of them. If something transpired between two of them, if something happened that resulted into this, I have not heard. And we need to be careful. Let it not be invasion of privacy. Because if husband and wife have issues, the one they let out is the one you will discuss. You can't begin to, force words out of their mouths. So we need to learn from this. Polygamy is not the best. Divorce is not always the first option. There are issues we can settle. There are minor issues in marriage. We can apply wisdom. We can navigate the temptation of Satan. We can, jump on the past. There are so many issues. Professors, they have issues in marriage. Rich men, they have issues in marriage. So it's not money. It's not education. Even men of God, they have issues in marriage. It is inevitable. It's going to ask God to help us. Two different persons from two different backgrounds came together, married themselves. You need to study yourselves. Marriage is not for boys and girls. It's for mature men and women who are willing to endure. It's a university. You must learn and learn. You will not even graduate because till death. Unless there is a kind of abuse, physical abuse, then you can now run for your life until the issue is settled. If both parties cannot agree, they cannot move forward. So I will leave it at this point. But I want to use this to tell our brother, you didn't get it right. If these things that we heard actually happened, your wife did not know. And I want us to advise those who want to jump the same trend. Be very, very careful. They said in Igbo adage, "Oke soro ngwere ma mmiri, oko ngwere o ma aka oke." Yes, if lizard follows the rats, if the rat follows the lizard under the rain, and they are drenched by rain, the body of the lizard will dry faster. But the rats will be soaked very well by rain. So the rat will bear more consequences by following lizard to move under the rain. So what am I saying? Don't just copy something. You have not known the root cause. You have not known the foundation. You don't know the resultant effects. You don't know the end of the journey. Don't just copy something. Please, as things unfold, we have a lot of lessons to learn. Wise people learn from other people's mistakes. And foolish people learn by experience. They say at times, because if you want to learn by experience, you may not live to tell the story. So, but at times experience help if it is not the one that will result in tragedy. So I thank you, my good friends. Share this video so that we help ourselves to handle this delicate issue. If it is a prank, to God be the glory. If it is a real story that we have heard, the second wife, I don't know your intention. When you plan this thing secretly, you get birth to this boy for you all, and you keep it secretly. Remember, you are a fellow woman. How will she feel when she hears this news? Did you think of that? If she is your daughter, and I want to ask you all, if this were to be your sister, your wife were to be your sister, and somebody did this to her, how will you feel? Then the second wife as well, if you were in the shoes of the first wife of yours, and so another lady did this, how will you feel? What will be your response? If you know that if you pinch somebody, if you pinch yourself, it will pain you, don't pinch another person. That's what Bible says. Let us do the right thing. Let our consciences guide us. May God help and protect our homes. There are so many broken homes, marriage issue. Satan is fighting marriage so that procreation will not continue. You know, if things continue like this, we have bastards. We have children without mothers, children that do not know their mothers, those that don't know their fathers. But when husband and wife train children together, they receive that maternal and the paternal care. They have balanced knowledge. They have balanced knowledge. So let this thing not bring a seed of discord, because that is what I can see. That is what the future I'm looking at, as far as this case is concerned. God bless you, my dear, for your time, and share this video to help others. My name is Brother Paul Chigbo. Remain blessed.
Visit our YouTube channel, God's Agenda TV, to watch all our inspirational videos. Remember to hit the notification button, subscribe, like, and share. God's Agenda Production. Your soul is our target.
Agenda Production.